Have you ever popped last night's dinner into the microwave and thought, leftovers are just as good the next day? Well, maybe not. What if I told you that some of your favorite reheated meals might be turning into health hazards right in your kitchen? From promoting inflammation, to creating cancer-linked compounds, to quietly irritating your brain, these seemingly harmless foods take a dangerous turn when reheated. Stick around, because today we're diving deep into 6 everyday foods that may become toxic when you reheat them, and how they're connected to cancer, dementia, and other serious health problems, especially after age 60. And no, we're not here to scare you. We're here to inform you. With a little wisdom and a few kitchen tweaks, you can protect your health and still enjoy your meals. Let's get started. Number 1, rice, the silent spore trap. Let's start with a classic, rice. Whether it's jasmine, brown, or sticky, rice is a comfort food across cultures. But when it comes to reheating, it can also be a hidden health risk. You see, uncooked rice often contains spores of a bacteria called Bacillus cereus. These spores can survive cooking. Yep, you heard that right. And if that cooked rice sits out at room temperature for too long, even just a few hours, those spores can multiply into bacteria that release toxins. Heat-resistant toxins. So even if you reheat the rice thoroughly, the bacteria might be dead, but the toxins they left behind, still kicking. These can cause nausea, vomiting, and in more serious cases, can lead to gut inflammation or even long-term digestive sensitivity. Now, older adults are already more vulnerable to gastrointestinal distress, and chronic gut inflammation has been linked to higher risks of cognitive decline. So reheated rice may not be as innocent as it looks. What's the solution? Cool rice quickly, store it in the fridge within an hour. And if you reheat it, only do it once. Never let it sit out a second time. Number 2, spinach, the nitrate nightmare. Next up, spinach. Now don't get me wrong, spinach is a superfood powerhouse. It's rich in iron, folate, and even plant-based compounds that support brain health. But the danger lies in what happens after it's been cooked and left in the fridge. Spinach is high in nitrates, which are usually beneficial. They help relax blood vessels and support circulation, but once reheated, especially in the microwave, nitrates can convert into nitrites and further into nitrosamines. These are compounds that have been linked to, you guessed it, cancer. In fact, nitrosamines are so potent that they've been found in certain processed meats that health experts warn against. And while one reheat isn't going to doom you, repeated exposure over time builds up in your system. For seniors whose detox pathways aren't as efficient, that buildup matters. Your best move? Eat spinach freshly cooked or enjoy it cold in salads. And for heaven's sake, don't nuke your leftover spinach frittata. Number 3, eggs, the protein paradox. Let's talk about eggs, the breakfast champion, protein king, and favorite of anyone over 50 trying to keep their cholesterol in check. Now, when you cook eggs, the proteins denature. That's good. It makes them digestible. But reheating eggs, especially in the microwave, can cause those proteins to break down even further, releasing sulfur compounds and oxidized cholesterol. Oxidized cholesterol has been linked in studies to arterial plaque, inflammation, and yes, neurodegenerative disease. And older adults are particularly sensitive to these compounds as the brain becomes more susceptible to damage from inflammation and oxidative stress. You might have noticed reheated eggs taste rubbery and smell, well, funky. That's your cue. Your body's basically saying, don't eat this. Instead, if you batch cook boiled eggs, eat them cold or bring them to room temperature. Don't reheat them. Your brain will thank you. Number 4, potatoes, the botulism risk. Ah, potatoes, the ultimate comfort food. But when it comes to leftovers, they can be surprisingly dangerous. Here's why. Potatoes, like rice, can become a breeding ground for Clostridium botulinum if they're cooked, cooled improperly, and then reheated, especially when wrapped in foil, which traps heat and oxygen. That creates a perfect storm for botulinum spores to multiply. What's worse, the heat from reheating may not destroy the toxin itself, and that can lead to severe food poisoning and long-term gut issues. Even beyond that, reheated potatoes, especially mashed or fried, can form acrylamide, a chemical compound linked to cancer and cognitive damage. What can you do? Store cooked potatoes in airtight containers, refrigerate them quickly, and reheat only once and thoroughly. Or better yet, make them fresh in smaller batches. And please, skip the foil. Number 5, chicken, the inflammation igniter. Let's be real. Chicken is the go-to protein for seniors watching their waistline and cholesterol. But reheating chicken, especially in the microwave, can do a real number on your health. The protein structure in chicken changes when it's reheated, becoming tougher and harder to digest. For older adults with slower digestion, that can cause bloating, indigestion, and nutrient absorption issues. Even worse, reheated chicken has been found to promote the release of pro-inflammatory compounds, especially if it's been stored improperly or cooked with oils that oxidize. Inflammation is at the heart of nearly every age-related disease, from arthritis to Alzheimer's. That chicken breast you lovingly grilled on Sunday, it might not love you back on Wednesday. Want to stay safe? Reheat chicken gently, preferably on the stovetop, or add it cold to salads and sandwiches. And if it smells off even a little, don't risk it. Number 6, mushrooms, the enzyme breaker. Mushrooms are rich in umami flavor, antioxidants, and even beta-glucans that support immune health. But mushrooms are also protein and enzyme dense, which means they don't age gracefully in the fridge. Once cooked, mushrooms begin breaking down almost immediately. When you reheat them, especially more than once, their protein structure changes, leading to the formation of pro-oxidant compounds that strain your liver and brain. Oxidized mushroom fats and enzymes can trigger digestive distress, mental fog, and even increase your body's oxidative load. And oxidative stress, that's a huge driver of cellular aging, memory loss, and brain fog in older adults. So, what's the fix? Cook mushrooms in small portions, and if you have leftovers, eat them cold, or just toss them. It's not worth the risk. Now, before you run to your fridge and throw everything out, relax. This video isn't about fear, it's about awareness. We're not saying you can never eat leftovers. We're saying some foods, these 6 in particular, require a little more care as you age. Your body has worked hard to get you to this point. It deserves thoughtful nutrition, not surprise toxins hidden in Tupperware. So the next time you're about to press that microwave button, pause. Ask yourself, is this food one of the toxic 6? If it is, either eat it cold, reheat it gently, or make it fresh. A little change in your kitchen habits could mean a longer, sharper, and healthier life. and that's something worth chewing on. If you found this video helpful, type "toxic no more" in the comments to let me know you're taking control of your leftovers. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss more science-backed wisdom for thriving after 60. If you'd like to support us further, you can do so by donating in the link in the description below. Until next time, stay wise, stay well, and remember, sometimes the smallest changes in the kitchen can be the biggest investments in your future.